Welcome back for our next community conversation. We're here with Maya Kumazawa, the Director of Budget and Planning for Albemarle County Public Schools. Maya, it's good to have you here.
Thank you.
You are very welcome. So let's talk about the Long Range Planning Advisory Committee. So what exactly is that?
The Long Range Planning Advisory Committee is a citizen group appointed by each of the school board members of Albemarle County Public Schools, as well as the superintendent. And their purpose is to provide direction and recommendation for the long term with regards to facilities planning. So the committee meets regularly and they look at future enrollment projections, so how many students will we see coming to our schools, and they look at how much space or capacity that our school buildings have, and they make recommendations on, do we need to add more space, do we need to have new construction and build new schools, what are those long-term physical infrastructure needs for the division. And they're kind of the first group to provide that recommendation in terms of the budget process for it.
And what are some of the priorities for the committee?
This year in particular, they're recommending a focus on long-term capacity needs. So currently we have several schools that are overcrowded, meaning there are more students than there's space for them in the buildings. Mm-hmm. We have some temporary solutions in place, but for the long term, we are projecting a significant growth in the number of students at all levels, elementary, middle, and high. And so they are recommending several large projects. For example, the construction of a new elementary school in the northern feeder pattern along 29 North, where we anticipate the most significant growth, as well as a new high school over the next few years in that same area. We do anticipate continued growth in our high schools. They're currently overcrowded already, and we don't see that getting any better in the near term. So it's a long-term goal of having a fourth comprehensive high school in the county.
And then what does the budget development process look like for capital planning?
So this committee's recommendation is typically the first step in the process. The next step is for the school board to approve their recommendation and their request. And the school board will present that to the Board of Supervisors in December. And then at that point, it really becomes part of the Board of Supervisors budget process. Mm-hmm. And the first draft of the budget and the funding for capital projects will be presented in February as part of the county executive's recommended budget.
Okay, so it's good to hear how that process works, and also kind of get a timeline on things.
Yep.
So thank you so much, Maya, for coming in. It was really great having you here.
Thank you so much.